Coach, playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Today we continue on in Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check three, check three. Comes to me, it's me.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Double time. Hey. You got three down.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Set, hut. Now the wolf. Wahoo. Quarterback D-line. Get that quarterback D-line. D-line, get over. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Yeah. He's coming. We got double up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And Jennings has it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Here we go.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Time to end it. Come on, D.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
On the set. Mike's 50. Go. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike's 50. Check. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's go. Watch the run. Watch twist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Yannick Ngakoue providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Ready?
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Pull it hard. Check 99. Check 99. Check 9. Check 9. Back.
Now Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 31. Check 30.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready? 70. Indy. Check 26. Check 26. Switch. Hard. Hey, Sue.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. They run with Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Fournette, a first down carry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Kill. Check it back. Alert flat.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, Delta. Alert 3.
From the 25 on second down, Minshew. He completes it to Westbrook. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 25 yards for the touchdown, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta.
Let's go.
2nd and 13. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Back to throw now on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they top 30.
Dolphins, first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now it's Breida. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Hey, check. Mike 50. Watch the flag. Motion, block. Mike 50. You run.
2nd and 11. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, Charlie.
Minshew, 1st and 10. The open man is Westbrook. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, echo. Hey. I can't believe they let you play. I can't. Yo, go. Hey, 96 is coming. We're going to yes. Get it.
Here's Minshew. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Complete to number 82. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Jaguars.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo!
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Wide. Go. Ready.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the 2nd half of this AFC wildcard game.
Let's go, baby. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check safety.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
80 weapons. Hey, orbit.
Minshew sets to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to float this one deep right side. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Hurry up now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Down. And two stop. Go, go, go.
Fournette running out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Check 4, check 5.
On 2nd and 9. Minshew going up top. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 57 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, It certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way, just reached up and pulled it in, had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Look at me, zipper! Ready?
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, The punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 30-yard line.
2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
He'll look to throw. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Check 59, Mike.
They'll set up to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 46-yard line.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check. Weak. You don't want none.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll drop to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 46 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
There he goes, left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Joe Schobert with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Sack! Got him! Let's go, boys! Let's go!
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
He's coming, though. Anyway, watch twins. Watch twins. Come on. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check, check. 59.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Hit it. 44, Mike, 44. You get Rodney.
Hey!
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, exit.
Check, 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 check.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Kill. Let's walk. Right, whip. Watch the whip. Go, wide motion. Mike 50, Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Parker, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Shift. Pick the edge. Go. Slam. Go.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Let's put that team on the bus.
1 final shot. They'll look to throw. Well, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, we sign off from Miami.